It's an absolute privilege to be leading Nexus in its 40th anniversary year. The organisation's unwavering support for victims and survivors of sexual abuse over this period of time has been phenomenal. And this is thanks to the dedication, commitment and passion of its staff, volunteers and trustees. Without their hard work and determination, Nexus wouldn't be the charity that it is today. They have prided themselves on building their expertise so that they can support the most vulnerable in our society. It is imperative that victims and survivors of sexual abuse and abusive relationships have a safe space where they can recover and thrive again in their lives. And this is what Nexus clearly prides itself upon. Without a doubt, we've seen a growth in the services and supports that Nexus offers over the years, starting very much as a volunteer-led organisation in response to a spate of rapes in the South Belfast area, to today a charity that is regional, supports adults and children who are victims of sexual abuse and abusive relationships across Northern Ireland in their local communities, to our work in early intervention and prevention activity, whereby we train and skill young people to recognise the signs of an abusive relationship, to discuss consent and what that means to them, so that they can develop a safe and healthy relationship in the future. Also to informing and supporting professionals that are working alongside young people and other vulnerable adults, to recognise the signs of abuse, to respond effectively to a disclosure and to signpost appropriately. Key to all of this work is working alongside service commissioners and policy makers, helping to shape the future of service offering, the policies and processes that are there to protect victims and survivors. So whether that's informing a consultation exercise around legal changes and legal remedies, or whether it's shaping the future service offering for victims and survivors of sexual abuse. This is imperative to ensuring that we break the cycle and have a society free from sexual abuse. Undoubtedly, this work is challenging. It requires us to lobby, to advocate and to protect the rights of victims and survivors. However, it is so worthwhile when we start to see new legislation, new protections for victims and survivors, new service offerings, and we raise their voice and allow them to have a profile that challenges our society to view sexual abuse and abusive relationships in a much more compassionate and considerate way. We know that we're making progress. As we look to the future, we can do so with hope. Change is happening around us. Our society's views are being challenged. People are starting to question behaviours, attitudes and beliefs that have been ingrained and entrenched in our communities for so long. It is important that we galvanise the movement to work together with our partner agencies and with broader society to achieve a society free from sexual abuse and abusive relationships.